Welcome back, McLean County, to another edition of the Sports Network. I'm Nathan Johnson along Andrew Stanley. We're watching the McLean County Cougars take on the Daviess County Panthers here. A nice, offensive showcase right now for both teams. Andrew, you got starting lineups for us?
Yes, I do for the Cougars. We got number 2, Sarah Larkin, starting out at the 1, and then Kennedy Level, number 3, starting out at shooting guard. And then the small forward, we got number 10, Katie McCoy. Power forward, we got Ava Lanham, number 22. And then lastly, the center position, we got number 23, Danielle Reynolds. And something I noticed there, all of them except for Kennedy are juniors. And Kennedy's a sophomore, so this is a very young team.
Very young team, and that's super important. We harped on that a lot last year with the youthfulness of this team, and just hoping that they can that Coach Groves can really harness that and use that to his advantage. But just going off some player analysis here, you said Larkin's going to start off at the 1. She's a nice offensive piece, I'd say. She's really the facilitator of the offense. Kennedy Level is a nice scorer. You look at Katie McCoy. She shot the ball pretty well against Muhlenberg in that district win. She was Coach Groves' player of the game. We got a nice interview with her over on the Instagram if you guys want to go check that out. Then at the power forward, we got Ava Lanham, which she's a big that can kind of space the floor. And then Danielle Reynolds at the 5 in the middle. She's definitely she's a nice defender, can rebound the ball, and she can score when we need her to. Looks like we're on a timeout here. Coach Grove's kind of on a scoring drought. They've missed the last couple shots. Hoping to bounce back.
Still a low-scoring game, so
only 7-3. Very similar to the 8th grade championship game where there wasn't a lot of scoring in the first two halves, or the first two quarters. Misspoke there.
Well, I believe the only points were from a Kennedy Level 3-pointer, and then not for sure at all for Daviess County, but this looks like a very winnable game if we just lock in on offense. We're playing pretty good defense. I saw Sarah Larkin got an excellent rebound off her own shot attempt. And as I talk about Sarah Larkin, she's inbounding to Kennedy Level. Maybe she's not inbounding to Kennedy Level. But she inbounds. Katie McCoy. Oh, I believe Daviess County is running a press already. A little early to run a press, in my opinion. And Katie McCoy goes up for it and just couldn't knock it down.
Like a big thing I was saying in the pretty much every game I call really is setting the tone. That's a big factor in any really game you play, whether it's football, basketball, soccer, baseball. You want to be the team that comes out and tells the other team how the day is going to go. You don't want to be the team. You want to be the team that acts, not reacts. And I think that's a big factor in how this team is going to play today. If they want to come out and they want to tell the other team how they're going to play, then I feel like that's going to be a big indicator on who's going to win. But
lost the ball. Kennedy lost the ball, and Daviess County picks it up for a layup, making it, I believe, 12-3 now.
So a 9-point lead there for the Daviess County Panthers here.
So just a 3-possession game.
Pass to Kennedy. Going to go to Katie's going to sail right over.
Yeah, little overshot.
Looks like Mallory's going to come in. Mallory Hampton going to come in for Kennedy Level. You said the starters are young. Take a look at that bench down there. A lot of sophomores, freshmen, a couple of juniors down there as well.
Then, of course, you got the middle schoolers that came up. You might see Anna come into the game. As I think she started varsity last year, actually, or was on the bench.
She received
a lot of minutes.
Meaningful playing time on varsity, whether she started or not. But
And I believe I heard from her sister Sarah Miller, if she's not on the court, she wants Anna on the court. So if she's starting, she wants Anna on the bench whenever, like, ready to sub in. That's one thing I love about going to school with these people. We hear things that other people don't normally get to hear. We know a lot more than what meets the eye.
nice turnover there. Going to be recovered by Kennedy. Kennedy's going to get out to Mallory. Mallory's going to pump fake. They might call that a walk there. Looks like Schuette's going to check in. Going to take out Danielle for a breather. Daviess County going to bring the ball down. Looks like we're a little bit of a 2-3 zone here. Rebound there by Larkin. To Mallory. Mallory's going to bobble the ball. Out to Larkin again. To Lanham. Lanham dribbles in. It's good.
She gets it to fall. Ava really plays the big position quite well. And the good thing about Ava is she's fast enough and she can shoot well enough that she could play basically any position on the court.
From, the 1 to the 5, I mean,
I could really see her anywhere.
Ideally, she's maybe a 3-2 or a 3-4, but if we really need her to play the 5, I feel like she can.
Kennedy tries to push up a buzzer beater there and could not get it to fall. That makes your score Cougars 5, Panthers 15 going into the second.
I think a big thing that's holding the Cougars back from being in the lead here is the small mistakes. The saying is, if you leave a speck of dirt on the ground and it's going to just keep accumulating, and then apparently it's going to be a big trash pile. And I don't want that to happen with the Cougars tonight, so we're going to have to fix the small mistakes before they turn into a big deficit, something we can't overcome. We're just going to have to work on that. Hitting our shots is a big one. This Daviess County team, they most definitely came to play today. That's something that we're going to have to try to get around. Daviess County, they seem like a formidable team, and we can't underestimate them at all.
All right, both teams are coming back from the break now, going into the second quarter. Our starters remain the same. Well, our on-the-court lineup remains the same with Level, Larkin, Lanham, Schuette, and Hampton. I believe Coach Groves has Level, Larkin, and Hampton playing perimeter with Ava and Rachel on the inside. Lost the ball there from Daviess County.
Now number 5, Anna Miller in the game, hoping she can give a spark to the offense.
Maybe she has that leadership mentality, just like her sister Sarah.
Little short there, going to get it out to Mallory. Mallory's going to recover it to Larkin, to Anna. I think the biggest learning curve here is Anna's going to have to go from playing in an 8th grade game to now playing in a varsity game.
Yeah, not an easy jump, very big jump from starting 8th grade to starting, well, not starting, but playing in varsity.
Open shot there.
You go from playing 13, 14-year-olds to playing
Nice.
15 to 18-year-olds.
Not a big jump, but I mean, you gotta look at it this way. Anna's being thrown to the wolves here, but sometimes that's the best way to learn. And
yeah, just kids get bigger, they get smarter, they get faster, they get stronger.
And to really think about this, she's in 8th grade right now, receiving varsity time. So she technically would have 5 years of development compared to the 4. So
actually, she played 7th grade, so 6.
Yeah, so I mean, you can go 5.5, 6 there. It's just she has great exposure to the high school environment. So we could see very next probably the best high school girls player we've seen. Can't leave the 3 ball open. They're going to hit that every time. The key right now is to move the ball, pass the ball.
Larkin pulls up and could not get it to fall. Rebounded by number 2, I believe. I'm not a fanatic on Daviess County sports, but I believe that's Lily Hoagland.
Got lucky there on that miss. Got to appreciate the hustle there by Schutte. Not letting them get the easy rebound. And is going to be on the rebound, or the inbound, my bad.
And I believe Katie McCoy comes into the game for Larkin.
Anna's going to get the ball down to Kennedy.
Not sure if you said that earlier.
To Schutte. Overshots it just a little bit. 14's going to bring the ball down. Nice spin move. There, he's get the and one. This Daviess County team, you look at the score from a year ago, I think it was 43-39. A pretty close game. Some substitutions here. We're going to have Anna come out of the game for Sarah Johnson.
And Danielle in for
Schutte.
And
then
Ava in for Hampton.
So just trying to get some new fresh legs in there. Sarah with the rebound looking for Kennedy. Nice
Kennedy
shot there.
With that, I believe, was that from 3?
We're going to see here in a minute.
No, they count it as a 2.
Yeah, scoreboard's saying it's only a 2.
And Daviess kind of gets that one to fall.
We got to have some crucial defensive stops. If we're taking 2 steps forward and then taking 2 steps right back. We're going to have to stop them to get any advantage on this lead.
Kennedy tries to put up another 3, but could not get that one to fall. But yeah, the Cougars need to just dial in and make sure to not let this game get out of hand. Do not let Daviess County get too much of a lead.
They are. I don't have an official stat sheet right now, but I say they're shooting well 70% from the 3 line right now, or maybe even 100. You got to be able to block. You got to be able to play defense on the perimeter. That's what's killing us right now. They're out to a 15-point lead. That's 5 threes there. Got to watch out for that pick. Hop step travel. Not going to call it. There you go, Danielle. Not letting them have anything easy.
Yeah, Danielle is just one of those players that plays as physical as possible.
All right, I call a reach there. So Larkin in for level. Number 14 is going to come out of the game, which 14, coming into the game, I thought she might have been somebody we want to put the ball in her hands, make her feel uncomfortable. But now I think she's probably one of the better ball handlers, one of the better passers on that Daviess County team. In for number 5, I believe now. Which number 5 has a lot of size to her, so maybe that could pose a threat to Danielle there.
Taking a quick look at the Daviess County roster. Number 5 is Zoe. Not sure how you pronounce the last name. Bean?
Yeah, I would believe so. It's Beehn.
So just quickly looking on the court, they currently have Lily Hoagland, number 10 Molly Hancock, number 15 Kennedy Lane, number 22 Kelly Stone,
nice steal there, but we didn't get the turnover. Yeah, timeout called here.
just like this Lady Cougars team, Daviess County is also very young. Just taking a quick look, I saw a bunch of juniors, some sophomores on their starting lineup, or at least their current lineup. So both pretty well matched experience-wise. It just all dwindles down to who had the better day, just who took the right selections, who played more as a team. But though we are down at the moment, I can still see a Lady Cougars comeback.
A comeback is always a possibility. So we want to definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah, the game's not over till it's over.
I believe it's looking to be a 13-point deficit, so we have cut into that 15-point deficit by at least 2. Lanham's going to bring the ball up. Going to try to drive in out to McCoy. This shot there by Reynolds. 15 is going to take it down. Sarah Johnson on defense. Too short, going to bounce off the front of the rim. It's a drive like this you need to capitalize on. They missed. Almost hits it, but going to get an unfriendly bounce inside the goal. Maybe over a little bit. Going to bounce. Larkin's got it. Going to bring it down.
So just looking really quickly, the most recent matchups between Daviess County and McLean for the girls team, we played them twice last year. Once we lost 43-39, 4-point game, and the time right before, just 2 months before, we lost 48-35. So also a relatively close game. So I'm expecting this game to be pretty close near the end of it. I'm not sure if I can pull up a score summary, but
Rebound there by Anna. That'll be the end of the second as we'll go into halftime, down 13.
all right.
In that half, a lot we can improve on. We're going to hope Coach Groves can talk to him, give him something to build on there. Hope Sarah can give us a little bit of senior guidance in the locker room this season, not just in this game. But as you see right there, Coach Groves is already talking to McCoy there, hoping to give her a little bit of guidance. But us here in the booth, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be right back as soon as the third quarter comes into action. And welcome back, McLean County. Sorry for the technical difficulties. The audio wasn't one to work, but now we're back into the third quarter. Andrew, how do you think of the game's going right now?
Well, I feel like we.
So the Cougars go to a timeout here, hoping to try to generate some type of offense here. 16-39. We have about 3 fouls. But I said Apollo. Daviess County has about 1 right now. The key to victory right now is just to score more points to them, and as I hate to say it, we're not doing the best at that. But you can only be better than you were yesterday.
Yeah, you can't win every game. You just have to build upon your losses and just figure out how you could do better.
Like we said, this Cougar team is very young.
So they're not going to be perfect right out of the bat.
Maybe if they have not reached their full potential. If this team gets to clicking, I believe it'll be a
Scary team.
Yeah, scary team, district winning team, more than likely, a playoff team. We just got to get everything clicking. In that Muhlenberg game, I feel like we came out firing and we continued to fire. I think in this game we came out ready to fire, but, then we just kind of jammed up. We didn't, we kind of dropped the ball, figuratively speaking there, and it just haven't been able to pick it up since.
And we got Rachel Ring into the game now.
Nice defense there, but she tried to rebound it, but she kind of volleyball smacks it into – oh, okay. Didn't go out on her. I misspoke there. I apologize, Rachel.
So we got Anna Miller inbounding to Kennedy Level.
Kennedy going to bring it down the floor to Anna. Anna's going to get it to Ava. Ava bounce pass to Mallory. Mallory to Anna. Anna going to drive in. Anna not going to find anything. It's going to be blocked. Finds it again. Going to be able to try to get it out to Mallory. Ball's kicked to Ava.
Yeah.
Ava out to Kennedy. Kennedy pump fakes. And they're going to call...
Not sure what the call was, but Kennedy will be inbounding.
To Anna. Coach Groves was speaking to Anna for a brief moment there, hoping that it was some words of encouragement.
Really, all I think that could help this
Nice 3 there by Anna.
this game right now is that senior leadership from Sarah Miller. If she didn't go down, maybe this game would have been tied.
Like you said, she was the leading scorer there.
For quite a while. In 2 games, I believe. Give me just a second. In 2 games, she put up...
you just got to hope.
She put up 28 points in 2 games.
So, 14 a game. If you're looking at those 14 points a game, even if you're looking at NBA stats, that's pretty solid. Especially in high school. 28 points is a lot for a game. As you look at Daviess County here, and they're scoring about 39 in 3 quarters. So, if we had those 14 points, this game would look a whole lot different.
Our leading scorer currently, this was before the game, we got Katie McCoy with 41. And then right behind her, Kennedy Level, just 5 points behind at 36.
So that was I was talking pretty early on about Katie McCoy being that leading scorer, not really that leading scorer, but just an electric scorer. When you put the ball in her hands, she can score, but she hasn't really been able to do that this game. You got to wonder what's going on.
Of course, they're human. They're going to have off days, but this may certainly be an off day. But we just look to.
Which honestly, this is the second game with Anna in the rotation. It's just one of those things where chemistry does play a big factor, and you got to make sure you understand everybody. You got to make sure you have a good relationship, not just on the court but off the court. You got to be able to handle your differences, especially on the court. You can't get frustrated with each other. Mistakes are going to happen, but you got to look for that open shot for everybody.
Hate to correct you here, but actually it's the third game with Anna, as they had 2 games on Saturday. They played Grayson County, and they played, I believe, Logan County.
Rachel going to slip up on the defense there. Finished a little too hard there. Going to bounce off the glass. Oh, they're kind of playing a little bit of a man here. I think if we would have started out in man in this game, I think we would have had a lot better of an outcome. We let them get hot from 3 pretty quick, and once you let your opponent hit a couple threes, that makes the lead go from 2 to 15 really quick. In just a matter of 5 possessions. So that's something we're definitely gonna have to look out for in the next coming games. Anna's going to let one fly, a little bit left there. It's good to see that Anna and Kennedy have this confidence to shoot these shots.
Yeah, confidence is key, as everyone says. One thing I noticed in the JV game, a lot of the players lacked the confidence to put up those 3-pointers.
Right there, we fall victim to a nice pick and roll by Daviess County. There goes Anna. We're going to try our own little pick and roll here.
Well, one thing I saw in the
Going to throw it up for Kennedy, but it's going to go out of bounds.
In the middle school tournament, in the championship, is that press defense. Maybe it's just the coach Andy Groves, his veteran knowledge, or maybe it wouldn't work here. But I feel like that, press defense through the entire game could work very well here.
Well,
it's just very tiring.
The ideal of defense there is to, just the ability to create disruption in the offense. Make the offense react to what you're doing. Don't be the team that reacts, be the team that acts. And I feel like we've kind of slipped up in that remark today, but I feel like we're definitely down, but we're not out. It's not safe to call any team out until the buzzer rings there. Nice play there by Mallory there, not giving up on the play. Even when the deficit seems too big, that's something that you always got to have. That's something that you look towards the boys team as they come off a pretty successful trip to Louisville, winning the tournament over there. Look, they're not the biggest, they're not the strongest, but they have hustle. And, they're going to make sure that nothing's easy for that other team. And I think that's something that this girls' team, too, really, puts out. They have a lot of hustle to them. They have a lot of grit to them. And I feel like that goes a lot further than, just – what's the saying, Andrew? Is it, passion beats out talent when talent doesn't practice? Something like that.
I am not sure, but – one thing I know is practice makes perfect. One thing I learned is practice does not make perfect, but it makes pretty good. But like I was saying, practice does make perfect. So with very little experience, since this is a young team, in the future they could be lethal as a basketball team, with some of them having 3 years of starting varsity time, some of them having 5 years varsity time, some of them having, like Anna, maybe she'll have 6 years of varsity time. They will have so much experience that they know exactly what to do in every scenario. And that's exactly what you look for. So we just can't get down on ourselves after early win. We just have to pick ourselves back up and try harder next time. Like, the season ain't over till it's over. The season ain't over because we lost one game today. The season's over whenever it's over.
Some upcoming games here. The boys will play 2 games in McLean County tomorrow. One being against Hancock County, and the other one being against Rock Creek Academy from Indiana. The boys have had pretty good success this season. I believe they're 7-1, maybe 8-1. Right now, they're looking to be the favorites in the district, despite losing to Muhlenberg. Andrew, me and you, we talked to Zane during the 8th grade championship game. He seems to be, pretty in high spirits, and that was before their trip to Louisville.
Yeah.
He looked to be pretty confident in what they can do with the basketball. Despite that loss to Muhlenberg, he said he wants to see him again. And the next time we'll see him again is at home, and the next time we'll see a district opponent is Ohio County on January 19th, I do believe. Don't quote me on that, but I do believe it's around that time. I do think this team might be even better than last year's team. Maybe we could go district champs. In our first official interview of the season with Gunnar Revlett, he said that we could have a 20-win season and go to regionals. Which, as of right now, with their weekend coming off of what they did in Louisville, I don't think that's too far of a shot.
Yeah, like Lynham said, he's not really worried about winning 20 games. He's worried about getting to that 500, getting a winning season, and making it to regionals. But, 20 wins obviously would look good. But though it's a goal, it's not a necessity. Cougars were just dancing around the perimeter, and Mallory coughed off the ball to Daviess County.
I can see the vision of these plays here. It's just we seem to be crumbling down whenever the action point comes. Another 3 ball. That's something that I don't think we've been able to cover all night, as the lead will go up to 32.
Yeah, I don't want to put us in low spirit, but this game is just getting out of reach. We just have to keep on trying and not give up. We can still cushion the blow by decreasing that lead. But like you said, Nathan, in the 8th grade game, a lot can happen in 2 minutes.
A lot can happen in 15 seconds, as you saw in that game. We thought we were home free, and then Muhlenberg decides to, shoot almost a half-court 3. And then there we go. We go into overtime.
Ava Lanham gets that free throw to fall.
Nice defense there by Ava Lanham. Number 4 gets open, going to drive in. Number 22, a little short, going to bounce off the rim.
All right, Kennedy Level marching up. Pass it out.
24 with the rebound. No, never mind. Out to McCoy. Out to Lanham. Out to Level. Out to Johnson.
Johnson
Three.
gets the 3 to fall.
That'll make the score 53-25.
Now that's number 4 Barron for the Panthers, bringing it up. Passes it to number 21, Mackenzie Elliott. Then number 22, Stone.
I mean, you got to give it to the Panthers here. I mean, they've had incredible ball movement all night, just being able to keep away from the Cougars. So
now that's number 33, Hayden, passing it to number 24.
Nice
and
steal there.
Steal from Katie McCoy.
I think right there they were just trying to play keep away, let this clock run down. But McCoy just, said, no, that's my ball, give it to me.
Picture perfect steal from McCoy. Just
Here's Level going to drive it in.
Passing lane.
Going to draw the foul.
Yeah, great way to just jump into that passing lane from Katie McCoy. Really couldn't have done that any better. All right, first free throw from Level is good. Her second also falls. As the clock winds down here in McLean County, we see the Panthers just playing keep away from the Cougars. 5 seconds left. Your score is 53-27. Panthers lead. And that will be your final score. 53-27. Panthers win.
So this is definitely a game that us Cougars definitely want to just, put behind us. Definitely just want to mark this one off. But hey, we're gonna put this in our back pocket. So whenever we're having, maybe we'll meet the Panthers again one time this season, and we'll make them regret it. We're gonna prove everybody wrong. We'll beat them again. But now, as of right now, we're gonna stick this one in the back pocket. Another day. We gotta rebuild on this. We gotta say, hey, this is what happened in this game. How do we improve on that? That's the big thing here. I mean, props to all the young players that came up today. It's about all the 7th graders that came up and played in the JV game. There's a lot of opportunity there for them. Shout out to Anna Miller coming up playing varsity time too. It's definitely a lot of potential there. A lot of potential on this team. We just got to tap into it. And this is a team I'll be excited to see, maybe 2-3 years from now. But here McLean County Cougars take a loss here tonight, and this one definitely hits a little harder with it being at home. But I've been Nathan Johnson, been with Andrew Stanley. We wish everybody a good night.
And have a Merry Christmas. You got to say Merry Christmas.